How's it going, everyone? Mad Spartan here, and today I'm bringing you a very cool video that I definitely really want to share with you guys. But first, before we get into it, just want to let you guys know that we do have a faction here. We have a pretty decent roster so far. Trying to build a team so maybe we can compete in like the tournaments. Maybe get a few trophies on this display case, which would be phenomenal. So I've constantly been adding people, trying to talk to people, see who wants to join, who doesn't. We just got this person, which is very good, so they should be playing with us soon. But I want to let you guys know that we just got the gold one. I actually play with my good friend here, Mango Pool, but he's gonna change the name, so it's all right. He mains Thor on tank, and me, I usually main like Loki. So it actually works out pretty well. If I play support, I'm gonna play Loki, or tank, it's gonna be Cap or maybe Doctor Strange, kind of depending on the situation here. I'm so close to getting Loki to Lord, which would be fantastic. But it's not going to be any gameplay, as the title tells you guys. We're just going to be going over a few things that just happened recently to us that I just wanted to share with you. I am officially Gold 1 because we went on an insane win streak, Mango and I. It was out of control. We started in Gold 3, then we lost our first game, I believe. Yeah, I mean, one or two games. We got to Silver 1, and then from then on, we just went on an insane win streak. Like, it was phenomenal. So, as the title says, we're pretty much just going to be going over some, like, key moments or, like, highlights that happened during this night. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. You know, it's just going to be how I climbed all the way from Silver 1 all the way to Gold 1 in one night. Obviously, we put in a lot of work on the stats. I was tank some of the games. I was support the others. It was an insane night. So we're going to go over just some key moments and just see how awesome it was. I was so happy by the end of the night. It was obviously like 4 a.m. by the time like 3:42 a.m. We played for a very long time, but I'm glad that we got to where we got to. So now I only need one more win to get platinum, which is a huge thing, which I'm very excited about. If I get it, I'm going to take a picture and put it on the community tabs of the channel so you guys can see it. And yeah, once I got to platinum, I was going to say that I was going to start recording and live streaming, because no one really wants to watch like bronze, silver, or like even like gold matches. But people will watch like platinum and up. So I think we're going to start streaming and recording this game, because now I'm at a ranked area that it's actually going to be like fun to watch for you guys. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you all in a second. Okay, so this game was in fact the my favorite match of the night. I have to say, I had the most fun in this one. This game took place after we got pushed down to silver, and then we won that first game to get back into gold. So this is our first game back into gold. What I want to do is I just want to win like one or two games, because in my head I was just like, I just want to end the night on gold. It wasn't starting off to be a good night. I was like, I just want to end the night in gold, have some like comfort range in gold 3. If we can get to gold 2, that'd be cool. But we'll just see how we play. So I do use Doctor Strange here instead of Captain America, because we are on defense. Usually when we play defense, Mango will go Groot, and then I'll go Doctor Strange, and then on attack, if I'm feeling it, I'll do Captain America, and he'll do Thor for the synergy. He only uses Thor anyway, so sometimes he'll use Thor and I'll use Doctor Strange, kind of depending on the situation. So we are defending here, and the goal here is to just keep him off of the payload. I mean, obviously they have to move it a little bit because they're right next to spawn. But as you can see there, as soon as the Bruce Banner like overextended a little bit, we actually let's go right here. He actually walled off the Hulk for me, so that I'd be able to finish him off here, which is great awareness on his part. Oh, wait, hold on. Great awareness on his part. So as you can see, he turns into Bruce Banner. I kind of chase him down to get the kill, which is first kill of the game, which I'm pretty excited about. They do have someone trying to kill the backline with Spider-Man, but our supports were pretty solid that game. I'm not going to lie. Like, we didn't really have to go back lane to protect them very much. Our goal was to just kind of keep things running on the front lines here. I know that if I get too much into trouble, I can always just shift upwards while getting healed. We did run triple support, I think, later in the game. But for now, we just kind of kept this here, which we're feeling pretty good. It's now been like at least 45 seconds. We're killing it. Cloak and Dagger ult first, though, which I'm kind of nervous about, because they're going to be able to push with that. So my goal here is to just kind of stand in front of the payload. Keep things going. Kind of let it simmer a little bit. Kind of eat the damage from my Cloak and Dagger ult while getting healed. So you can see here, I kind of just ping the Jeff here. I do try to chase him down, but it doesn't kind of work. Because I have to kind of stay safe on the objective here. We do go backline here, kill Bruce Banner again. I know this guy hates me. And just like that, the payload is back where it started. So as you can see, we're doing pretty well. Here, kind of just let you guys watch it for a little bit, see see how good I am on Doctor Strange. So that Spider-Man really isn't finding much success, as you can see. He keeps trying to assault the backline. I don't know how they're defending it, but I think they might have the Punisher or the Hela protecting them, because we did not have to look back there one time this game. I am sitting on my ult, which could get rid of pretty much anything that happens here. I do fly like really high in the air so the Jeff doesn't kill me. He does do that to the back line, but unfortunately he can't get Punisher, so I do try to get him here. But unfortunately I had to reload, and I didn't want to chase him because I wanted to stay on objective as much as I could. Because as you can see, the objective was red, so they actually had control of it, which is never good. We have the second Cloak and Dagger ult of the game. I'm telling you, this girl gets her ult probably 4 or 5 times. They are pushing Groot back. So I'm just kind of sitting on the objective here. I killed Cloak and Dagger, now they have to come to me. And we got control of it, so now it's going to be moving backwards when they get off. It's perfect. Chasing down this Doctor Strange if I can does not work out. But as you can see, we are killing it. We're being aggressive, we're being defensive at the same time. It's a good game. I'm like, alright, if this is what gold's going to be, I think we're in for a good night. And we were in for a good night. Psylocke dead. Pretty much just holding our own here. 1 minute left. I know some crazy pushes are going to happen here, so I'm holding onto that ult, hopefully, if it works out. I know Mango has his ult with Groot, so we're just kind of waiting to kind of pair people together here. We could even just synergize our ults too, but we don't really do that. As you can see, I just kind of stood in front of him, so he didn't die while he was exiled from Hulk. Killed Bruce Banner again? It was just... I'm just feeding kills off of this Bruce Banner. Didn't feel bad at all, though, because I was having a horrible night. I did see Psylocke here. She just stood behind the doorway to see if I didn't see her. Unfortunately, couldn't get the kill because she kind of dashed away from us. But as you can see, solid game in gold. So all we really have to do here is, as long as nothing crazy happens, because everything crazy happens in the last, like, 20 seconds. I lost Groot here, so I'm kind of just taking a step back while also staying on the objective. The third Cloak and Dagger ult. They ulted our backline, so in my head I'm like, oh, they're going to start pushing it now. I was able to get that Moon Knight. That explosion is a little overpowered, just a tad. But as you can see here, I'm kind of on the side of the Doctor Strange, so he's not shielding off from me. And as you can see, we kill him. And just like that, I'm going to stay on objective. I tried to chase him, but I didn't want the objective to move even an inch. So now I'm by myself, right? I'm by myself on objective. I don't know how many people are in Jeff, but a lot of people are. So as you can see here, I'm just by myself. And then now it's time to pop the ult. Look at how good I am! You see this? I felt good. I felt confident. Obviously, Cloak and Dagger killed those 3 people, but I was holding it down. I felt pretty good about myself. Just like that. And then I thought, oh, we just got to move it 0.01 inches. Meters, not inches. But it's obviously the most that they made. And I didn't even remember them moving the objective that far, which I know that sounds crazy. But, I'm going to skip forward. I do switch to Cap here because my immediate thought is to assault the backline and then just move it the 8 meters that it needs to be. As you guys are going to see here, it does work out pretty well. We'll skip forward 5 seconds. I do have the jetpack in case I need it. And as you guys can see, we're going right. They set up their bubbles already, but I destroyed the platform, so now they got to drop down. And now I'm in backline. My goal was to kill Jeff if I could. But obviously we go after Invisible Woman first. Now I'm almost dead here, so I have to get this health pack. But I was kind of hoping that I would be able to get some heals first, so I do kind of stop the Doctor Strange while also pushing the objective. And as you guys can see, the game pretty much ends right there. Secured some comfort range for gold 3. And looks like if the whole night was like that, I was so excited. This definitely was my favorite game, though, because of how badly we locked them down on defense. Okay, so this game was, I believe, like 1 or 2 games after the last one that you guys just saw. We do switch to Penny Parker here, which before you doubt me, I'm telling you, Penny Parker is insane for this map if you have the good locations on the towers, and of course, I'm not ignorant to it. Also depends on if the other team is even like acknowledging the spider tower. Believe me, I've had pennies that thought they were good when it was just my team was not focusing on the spider tower, and I was like Captain America, so I'd have to like punch it. So we end up actually lucking out here. As you can see by their team comp, they have Mr. Fantastic and Thor kind of like being on the front lines here, with like, you know, of course, like Magic too. So all like melee characters, so they're not going to really be able to get to my tower if they really wanted to. So as you guys can see here, when it goes to the first half of the game, I'm putting it behind the pillar here. But it really is as simple as them just getting the balcony on the left-hand side here and shooting it. That's when I use Loki, this is where I live. I set up my clones here and I have full view of the objective, and it really is that simple. So we do kind of get rid of the magic easy. If anyone tries to get close to the spider tower, you web them immediately and then just let the mines just murder them. The Thor can't really find much success because my Thor is killing him. I was going to go Cap here, but I do feel like the Penny play... My gut was telling me that Penny is the way to go here. As you guys can see, they do have Magic and Wolverine. They end up switching to Wolverine here. And two people that can absolutely assault the backline if they wanted to. But a lot of it has to do... I'm not ignorant to it. Our team was ridiculous this game. Iron Fist and Peter Parker, like, no, it's not Peter, obviously Peter Parker, but I'm saying like Spider-Man and Iron Fist, insane. They were killing the backline like horribly, and there was like not horribly in a good way, obviously, and they had no success. If they ever got close to the objective, me or Mango would kill them. If they tried to stay far, Spider-Man or Iron Fist would kill them. It was crazy. So I have Iron Fist kind of keeping the distance for us, and then Mr. Fantastic ends up coming in. I pop my ult because I don't want them to get the objective at all. End up killing the Wolverine, and then I'm just kind of ulting here to get people off the objective while kind of placing my mines. I do see Invisible Woman here, and I want her. Spider-Man ends up killing her for me. Total lockdown of defense, and now for the second half of the game, I placed the spider tower. As you can see, I kind of manually got rid of it here. And I place it behind the wall behind me so that if they try to push in on their side, there's actually no way for them to do it. They have to get in contact with the web. As you can see here, completely locked down their half. I web the Wolverine, bring him down there for them while I start set up. Pretty crappy ult on his part, but you know, it's whatever. We're not in plat or anything. We're in like low gold. So it's not bad. So they end up killing my tower, which I was very annoyed about. So I just web out of there to make sure that nothing happens. And as you can see, total lockdown. Having a blast with this game. Immediately start setting up. As you can see, I accidentally found the Invisible Woman. So I'm still looking for her. I like accidentally hit her. And just like that, first round is ours. Very, very nice game. So we're going to skip forward a little bit to go to the next objective. I don't know if I stay Penny here or if I use like Cap or Doctor Strange. You guys aren't seeing a lot of support games, but I'm telling you, I did play support tonight. I actually main support. But if I'm able to play, if two people auto go on support characters, I mean, the Rocket Raccoon was Lord. I'm not going to get him off support. So I end up actually switching to Doctor Strange here because I thought we don't have much success on this map. So I was thinking if we're losing, we could do a nice portal play and kind of re-secure the objective if we need to. I was already planning of us losing. So we get to the objective right away. I'm kind of just holding them on staircase here. The guy stayed Thor, which props to him. Spoiler alert, this guy had no kills all game, this Thor. I'm not saying the guy was bad. I'm just saying he wasn't getting much success with Thor, and then he stayed Thor. So I ended up going high up here so the ult doesn't actually hurt me. And as you can see, he ended up killing our Luna Snow, but oh no, he didn't end up getting rebound. But I thought he was, and it would have sucked. So, kind of just hold the objective. Not very good here. I'm getting heals. As you can see, Mango's going for the health kit here. Rocket Raccoon is trying his absolute hardest to keep us alive. I have to get rid of this so I don't die. And as you can see, we've kind of slowly pushed because they only have, they only really had one tank. they just switched to the other Groot, and before they could really capitalize, we were able to get rid of their one tank push and get the objective again. So now we see Groot here. I'm not afraid of him, to be honest with you. We didn't see him all game, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm sitting on my ult. I'm just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen here. Not typing in chat or anything. I'm literally just sitting here waiting. Skip forward a little bit. End up dying. Oh, I don't remember that. End up dying to, I think the Wolverine, did his leap and put me in the back lane. It was horrible. So now I know not to overextend. I think that ends up costing us the objective. So in my head, I'm like, all right, if we get this objective back, we are not overextending ever again. We're not getting confident or anything like that. We're not getting cocky. We're just going to play safe. He ends up whiffing his ult. So now I just have to sit and hope to God that I'm getting healed. I really want that Rocket Raccoon, but he moves way too fast for me. And as you can see here, I'm kind of just going on objective. Invisible Woman ult, of course, so I'm kind of just waiting for her ult to go away so I can pop my ult if I need to. But it doesn't really look like I'm going to need it too much. I know the turret's over there. There's nothing really we can do about it. I'm just kind of like waiting it out, blocking as much as I can, and just kind of getting this health back if I can. So we end up getting the objective again. Have not used the portal yet. There is one ranked game that I did where I used the portal. We might even just skip to that moment. But this game, kind of just, you know, taking my time. You could tell Iron Fist and Spider-Man are just absolutely annihilating them. And then if they can get to objective, it's 2 full healers and 2 full tanks. So the team comp was definitely great that game. I don't think their team comp was great because I think they were kind of talking about each other at the end of the game, like talking crap about each other to game chat. We do get rid of that revive station because last thing we need is a fully healed Groot or someone that's just problematic usually. So now I have both these people on me. Kind of just taking my time with it, getting the heals. Not overextending too much because we lost the objective last time that happened. And then I end up dying to Wolverine, which sucked. But we got revived, actually, which I think is the first time I've ever been revived by his station. So I don't really play with a lot of Rocket Raccoons in general. Sitting on a Luna Snow ult. Pop my ult to hopefully kill the Rocket Raccoon first. I don't have my explosion, so I'm not healing. Had to pop it immediately, which probably is going to end up getting me killed here. After that, pretty solid. Another great game in the books. So we're farther into Gold 3 now. And now I'm like, alright, I think with how many points we can get, hopefully, we just need to win the next game. I'm in Gold 2 already. It's a perfect game. It really was. So this game, I didn't want you guys to think I only play tank. I literally, as you saw from my statistics, I mainly use support, specifically Loki. I have an amazing skin for him. I didn't really like the Battle Pass skin too much. So as you guys are going to see here, I'm kind of set up my clones so I can do some damage to them. They did start off with a disconnect, but then he came immediately right back, so, you know, it's fine. The game didn't end up disconnecting. I was kind of nervous about that, but as you can see here, I'm getting pushed by this Venom here. We are running triple support, triple tank. So in my head, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to keep everyone alive, and when I typically go Loki, which is most of the games, the first thing I'm looking at is whose ult am I going to take, whether it's someone on my team or someone on their team. If I want to go defensive, Luna or like Mantis or Cloak and Dagger, I did see our team had Luna Snow. So in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm definitely copying Luna Snow's ult 100%. And as you can see, they're making a pretty solid push. But as long as we can kind of hold out till like Mango gets here with Thor, we're pretty good here. I'm getting pushed by this Venom really bad. So I go invisible to kind of get some health back and also get out of his like line of sight here. So we are trying to keep everyone alive, but it is not looking good for us. I do have the, we'll kind of get rid of that. I do have the invincibility kind of stacked. As soon as it comes out, I pretty much just go right on it. So I'm trying to steal, like, the Luna ult, but I accidentally pop it when my Luna pops her ult. It was such a scrub move. But I have no, I felt so bad. I was like, I can't believe I just stacked that ult. I was so upset. But it was by accident, I promise. As you can see, very chaotic game. So they end up popping their Mantis ult. So now I know we just have to keep people alive and take our time here. Mantis rushing me like I'm the problem here. And pretty much just taking our time. We are invincible from his ult, and then we get bubbled by Hulk. It was just such a beautiful defensive play here. And as you can see, pretty much just feeding damage and heals at the same time. Looking pretty good while we do it. And trying to keep the Hulk alive. The support, I like support games a little bit more. I think they're a little bit more stressful, and I like them. As you can see, I'm just kind of like feeding kills when I can, while keeping them alive. The supports are keeping me alive very well, and we do notice the Psylocke over here. And you can see the whole team just gravitates to her. Kind of feel bad, but she does end up escaping. So we've now burned like 2.5 minutes. So now in my head, I'm like, all right, if they have another push, I promise I'm going to use my ult correctly this time. Turn into Bruce Banner. We're going to try to keep Bruce Banner alive if we can. And that was the first time ever I've seen Squirrel Girl's ult immediately, like, gotten rid of. I've never seen that before. So I pop my Immortality to try. I don't even know what it's called, but I just call it Immortality. I pop my Immortality here to try to keep the Groot alive from Psylocke's ult. And then I make sure I'm popping the Luna ult when she doesn't have her ult by accident. So I end up actually popping a really good ult, and then now we're sitting on a full Luna ult as well after I'm done with this. So they happen to make another solid push. I'll probably be halfway to my ult. Venom pops his ult but dies immediately, so now we have no Venom ult for the rest of the game, and it's looking perfect for us. Didn't even realize that that Hulk popped his ult and probably kept the entire team at bay while we killed the Hulk. But as you can tell, the team comps are amazing. They were amazing all night, I have to say. We did have to work for a couple of the match. I mean, we have to work for all of them in essence. But like some of them, we really like. It was like 2-1 games. Like it was tough. So after this, we're probably gonna go over like kind of like a nail biter, and probably gonna end the video there. I kind of wanted to show you, you know, a couple of like good tank games. Definitely a support game because that's what you guys are gonna be seeing when I start streaming. Snipe that Squirrel Girl. I felt amazing when I did that. You guys are going to be seeing a lot more support on my stream, so I definitely want to show you these matches. Just so happens I was tank for most of the night. And as you can see, they captured none of the part. They didn't capture a third, 2/3, anything like that of the objective. So all we have to do is capture a third of it. So we do end up staying low-key here because I don't think there's any reason to go anywhere else. And when I attack usually this map, I like to go the far right and then go all the way to the right. And you guys are going to see that the other team was ready for it. Like, I did not see that happening. I always go far right because teams don't usually expect it. And I guess when the group realized that he didn't see any of us, he realized where we were going. Which was good on their part for noticing that. But most of the time, no one knows we're there. And we end up, like, annihilating the one support on objective and end up taking it. But as you can see, they were very much prepared. That group was actually pretty good with his awareness. I didn't even realize that till watching it now. You see Hulk jumps right in, so I'm like, alright, I guess we gotta earn it. We end up killing the Psylocke, killing the Moon Knight. Luna's dead. Now there's just 2 tanks here. And as you can see, annihilated the objective. Groot dies. And just like that, we end up getting the objective, and we end up earning it. And just like that, the game ends. I think we ended up getting gold too with this one. So yeah, we got one more good one. This game was a nail biter. It was we weren't getting much going in the middle of it. It was a lot of like back and forth for most of it. They did run a storm, which was killing us for the most part. Their supports were good. It was overall like a well-balanced game. We do end up going tank here because as soon as I joined, they immediately went Cloak and Dagger and Mantis. I don't like to usually do that if someone like insta-locks them. But kind of just fill what needs to be filled. So we end up going Doctor Strange again. So I'm kind of excited because I do feel very confident with him. You guys aren't seeing a lot of cat play, which I apologize. But I felt like we kind of needed the shield here. And as you can see, Star-Lord dies. We're getting picked off. The team comp on their side is really good. Obviously, we're moving the objective, but everyone who plays this game knows once we hit this like corner here, it is very difficult to start moving here. Immediately, the Cloak and Dagger goes invincible when we go to him. So not getting much luck anywhere. I do realize that I have to start getting rid of these spider towers because Mango really can't because he's melee. So we'll kind of just slowly push them back, but we're not really getting much. So I do ping the Iron Fist here. I ping him a little too late. He ends up killing us. So I'm trying to 1v1 the Iron Fist here, try to get him away. He immediately gets away though. So can't confirm like any kills this game. I do die a decent amount this game, so that you guys aren't like, oh well, you know, you're only good because of this. But I do have my bad games. I do. I mean, you know, I'm not top 500 yet. But as you guys can see here, I do end up using the explosion to get rid of the two supports, or it was one support and one DPS before the Invisible Woman ult came. So we ended up actually gaining value from that. So I'm very happy about that. She ends up popping her ult. Whatever. If you're gonna fight me over 2.33 meters, I guess. So now we have to earn it here. Realize most of my team's dead, so I'm kind of just staying on the objective so it doesn't move backwards here. Which I probably should have went all the way back and just given them the few meters. But I guess I'm just stubborn, and I don't like to give anyone anything if I can help it. So I end up helping get the storm out of there, and we keep moving it, and now they're fighting me again for 0.7 meters. So finally, we end up getting it as soon as this Iron Fist is gone. And finally, first objective. Felt like I lost 10 years of my life getting that. But as you guys are going to see, the defense on their side was fantastic. So we're still kind of just holding it, you know, a little bit. That Penny did become very annoying, but as long as I was able to snipe out her towers, she was putting them in okay places. I mean, the placements weren't great, because I could always find an angle to get rid of them. Should have put them like maybe behind the corner here, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I'm glad your placement wasn't that great. So I ended up trying to get rid of the Storm ult, but everyone else died in the return of it. I was thinking maybe popping my ult, but I wasn't sure if she was CC immune while she did that, so I didn't want to chance it and completely whiff an ult that we might need, because by now the defense was looking pretty good. That sucks. Sorry, that is my alarm, because I have to go to work soon, so get rid of that. Immediately get rid of that again. Moon Knight ult, pretty good. Chunky Waffles, amazing name, I gotta say. So they end up popping the Cloak and Dagger ult to keep us moving. So the supports, I'm telling you, the team was fantastic, like the whole night. So I'm trying to block the mag, ult, because I can't really fly up in the air, because then I realize I get a little too high. So he ends up just popping it backwards and killing our Moon Knight, which I know sucks for the Moon Knight, but to be honest with you, that's actually pretty good, because he was going to throw it and probably kill 2 or 3 people on objective. So I immediately die from the tower, and then this Penny tower is good. So I end up actually having to, like, rush it. So I end up placing a portal here. The goal is to place it behind them, but I didn't want to place it too obvious, so I placed it, like, in a pretty good area here. They don't even realize it, but it doesn't even matter. It was probably the portal, which kind of sucked, but they immediately pop their ults to get us out of there. They kill everyone with the ult. So it was kind of, I don't know if it was bad on my part or they just popped all their ults. So I popped my ult to hopefully kill a bunch of people. And as you can see, pretty good. I was annoyed that this Magneto even lived. And now I'm slept. And now this Punisher's gonna kill everyone. This game was so infuriating. So now they're starting to push us back, which sucks. We only have a minute left. You can tell they're doing great. The Adam Warlock, the Mantis on their team was fantastic. So I assume I'm going to go around to the far right and probably get rid of that spider tower. Cloak and Dagger ult. As you can see here, we have a perfect angle. As long as I keep stepping out of the webs, though, nothing will happen. So now there is no spider nest, which I tell everyone there's no spider nest, so then we're going to start pushing here. Adam Warlock ult, though, and it's not looking good for us, boys. It's not looking good. Mantis ult again. I feel like this girl has it every single time we decide to make a push. It was a mess. It was a mess. Our Mantis, I think, is either using her ult or sitting on it, and it was a mess. Immediately get rid of the spider nest. You see that the Penny goes behind us, which ends up actually screwing her, because I end up getting rid of the nest and we just keep moving. And then we've just secured another minute and a half, which is more than we deserve, because we definitely got outplayed there in the beginning and just kind of got lucky that we were able to kill the Penny. If she would have popped her ult and stayed on objective so she could have gotten healed, I felt like that probably would have won them the game. But instead, she kind of went around and did her own thing because it worked last time, didn't it? So it's kind of their fault. So I'm kind of glad that happened. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna reprimand the other team for their mistakes when we win because of it. So as you can see, another questionable spider tower placement, but we're able to kind of get rid of it. Now 15 seconds with that one. Star-Lord ult, killing it. So I want to get up here to try to get rid of this Moon Knight, at least get him out of that position. And as you can see, he kind of goes around. Not going to kill him with those heals, though. So we just kind of buy our time here. And now I'm thinking, all right, we actually have a chance here. We can push this all the way. And then, the mag ult just, like, Kobe's our Mantis. So obviously not looking good for us. Storm ult to the back lane. That ult is just ridiculous. So now I'm by myself here. And I don't have my ult yet. So I was trying to save... What happened was I tried to save my ult. I was kind of waiting for my team to be close by so I could pop it and kill them all. But there just wasn't a good time to pop it. I didn't want to pop it and die. So that was my bad. I should have probably popped the ult on them and just seen what happened there. And as you guys can see, we don't end up moving it. Immediately done. Kill the entire guys. And now... we only have 96 meters. So now in my head, it's good. But if they finish it, we lose. So in my head, I'm like, alright, let's see what we can do here. Maybe the next time we'll be able to kind of switch it so that we're able to keep them here just like last game. But we're not going to have that much luck. I will spoil it for you now. We do not have that much luck. Now, I'm just hoping that Storm doesn't immediately kill our backline here. There's nothing really I can do against someone who's flying. So, immediately get walled off. That first push, not at all like the last game. So I'm going to do a portal play here and get behind them, and hopefully it works. There's a reason why I don't do portals with Doctor Strange. You guys are going to see here. We end up setting ourselves up behind them. It does not even matter. That Moon Knight, for some reason, wasn't with his team. And he snipes us out immediately. Not good for us. Me and Mango immediately die. So now in my head, I'm like, this team is like, dude, our tanks blow. They're horrible. We have horrible tanks. And I don't like that at all. Because I'm not bad. I promise. So we're going to try to hold it here. In my head, I'm thinking we're gonna pull some crazy miracle and get them past the first checkpoint. Immediately die again! You guys are gonna see, pretty bad game. They get the first objective. I end up switching to Cap here, which I believe was the right play. I wasn't getting much value out of Doctor Strange. I like to be able to kind of assault the backline. I'll be able to kind of push people a little bit better. So I'm just kind of waiting it out to see what the best thing to do here is. I can pop the synergy with Thor and kind of snipe out storms as long as they're not too far off the ground. And as you can see here, that Star-Lord ult ended up helping us, actually. So now the goal is to just constantly keep pushing them away. If one person gets out of spawn, to try to kill them if we can. And, yeah, try to make it so they don't have a solid push. In my head, I'm like, if we could just hold them for 2 minutes, and then somehow they get the objective, at least we would have done our job. So, kind of just biding our time here. Of course, another Cloak and Dagger ult to protect us. It ends up actually protecting us from the Storm ult. And, what I think was the wrong thing here, which I'm going to go over, not to attack anyone, because I don't like to do that. But you guys are going to see here that I think it sucks that happens when I do that, but it doesn't matter. Right? Storm ult comes. So what do? Right? You don't have to do anything because there's a Cloak and Dagger ult on your objective. So you pop the Mantis ult. Because you know she's coming for you. Not like there's blue dust on the ground that you can heal yourself. Not only do you pop Mantis's ult, right? You go away! Why are you running away? Why are you running away? You have the ult. Just stay with me so I can push. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I may be like over analyzing, maybe. Because I'm here, right? I'm here, right? And you're there. You have your ult. There's no reason to not be right next to me. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it, but whatever. So I'm trying to push them back, try to keep the objective away. It's not looking good for us, boys. It's not looking good for us. I'm trying to keep the Mantis alive, even though she basically left me for dead with her ult. Pop my ult just to stay on objective if I can. Then they pop that Groot ult, and I felt like I was immobilized for 10 minutes!
We are undefeatable!
Oh, that's a good Mantis ult. So we're getting back. We're right back on the objective. Moon Knight setting himself up perfectly. I want this Mag dead. I feel like he's been escaping death all game. And just like that, we pushed him. Now in my head, I'm like, alright, cool. We just bought a minute. If we could buy another minute, we'll do what I wanted to do. That's pretty much it. So kind of just figure out what we want to do here. I want to stay on it so that I can pretty much just protect the supports here. And then I realized we should just kind of be a little bit more aggressive on the staircase here. Of course, Mag is there, though. Their composition was fantastic this game. I gotta say, man, it could have been like literally anyone's game. It was a few decisions that pretty much decided who was going to win that game. And, yeah. I mean, I'm not mad about it because I'm the one who won. Cloak and Dagger ult. Pushing them to the objective. Now I have 30 health, and I just need this Luna Snow to heal me. She does end up switching to Luna Snow instead of Mantis, because I guess Mantis wasn't really working for her. So you could argue maybe he was popping the Mantis ult so that he was able to use Luna Snow, maybe, but who knows. We end up actually killing the Storm before she pops her ult, which I know now. I try to block it here, but I was just a tad too short. But I still laughed about it. Moon Knight ult. Luna Snow ult saves us. See? Look at how much more useful. Look at how much more useful that is. So I'm trying to get rid of the Mag and the Moon Knight because I know they're gonna rotate behind us. And as you can see, we're holding them pretty well. Get right back on them. Mantis dead. No one knows to destroy the ghost behind me, but that's fine, I guess. And yeah, another solid push. Like stopped from us. So now we're at 1 minute and 10. Now in my head, I'm like, all right, cool. We got this. We got this. There's literally nothing that can go wrong here. Trying to get rid of the Storm, even if it's just getting her out of there. But I end up actually accidentally diving on her. And I end up destroying the balcony and going to the ground. So, I'm looking pretty good. I have my ult. Just kind of waiting to see what they're going to do. That Mag ult's probably coming in a little bit because he just threw it. So I know we don't really have to worry too much besides maybe like the support ults. And then that happens and we annihilate the whole team. So now we just have to bide our time for 35 more seconds. Even if they get the other objective, I kind of feel confident in our defense because it's hard to move in that third checkpoint. So I know like even if they were to get it right now this second and only got like whatever the minute and a half that they get, that it wouldn't even really matter too much. Now they have 20 seconds. They have to kind of be a little bit more aggressive here. That's when I kind of just start assaulting the backline. But that Mantis sleep got me every single time I tried to push. I tried to time it with like deflecting it. It did not work out that way though. The Cloak and Daggers end up stacking their ult. And now there's only 3 people alive. And one of them is Magneto that isn't going to die. And just like that, we're looking pretty good. The team comp was comping that game. Pretty average game for me, I have to say. We did not do very well that game. Us, in general, because I just died a bunch of times. But as you can see, we ended up winning, which was insane because I did not see that happening. Did not see that happening at all. And yeah. So that was just a couple of games that I ended up playing to get into gold. My friend and I, we kind of duo queued, I guess is the best way to put it. 19 and 7, pretty trash stats for me in general, when I usually have like over 20 at least. Like 16 and 0, pretty decent game. But like as you can see, a lot of it has to do with like, I've realized the higher up you go, like you need everyone on your team to be somewhat solid. I know that sounds stupid and obvious, but to me, it was not. Because when you play bronze and silver, it's like, all right, let me have a crazy game. And then, you know, the other team will just kind of backpack off that. You need literally every single person to have like somewhat decent stats. I mean, even like the Rocket Raccoon, 23 assists. Like, he's doing his part. And most assists in the game is ridiculous. But, I mean, the other team was pretty bad in this case. But, I mean, obviously, as you could tell, you need everyone to be good. So, I'm having a blast with this game. I'm about to hit platinum. I'm very excited about it. And yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to introduce the idea of recording and streaming ranked games with this video of just kind of like highlights that got me to Gold 1. And as you guys can see here, as long as I get 23 points, I end up getting platinum with the next rank. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.